On a beautiful, breezy day, Liam stood in the middle of a wide, open field, gripping the string of his kite tightly. The wind was strong, tugging at the kite in his hands, as if daring him to let go. He had been waiting for this moment all week, dreaming of seeing his kite soar high into the sky. With excitement in his heart, Liam took a deep breath and ran forward, releasing the kite into the air. The kite danced and swayed, lifted by the wind, but as soon as Liam started to feel it rise, the kite was pulled sharply downward. The wind, which he had hoped would carry his kite to great heights, seemed to be working against him. Frustration crept over him as he struggled to keep the kite in the air. No matter how hard he tried, the wind kept pushing it down, twisting it, pulling it to the ground. Liam's excitement turned to disappointment. He wondered why the wind, something he thought would help, was now making things harder. He stood over the fallen kite, his shoulders slumping. "Why can't the wind just let my kite fly?" he muttered under his breath. He thought about giving up, about packing up the kite and going home. But something stopped him, a memory, a lesson his grandfather had once taught him. Liam remembered sitting with his grandfather one afternoon, watching kites dance in the wind. His grandfather had told him, "You know, Liam, the wind might seem like it's fighting against the kite, but it's actually what helps it fly. Without resistance, a kite would never soar." Liam thought about those words. Maybe, just maybe, the wind wasn't his enemy. Maybe it was the challenge he needed to rise higher. With renewed determination, he picked up the kite, straightened its tail, and got ready to try again. This time, instead of fighting the wind, Liam ran with it. He moved with the breeze, allowing the wind to guide the kite instead of resisting it. As he let the string slip through his fingers, the kite soared into the sky, higher than before. It wobbled, and for a moment, Liam feared it would fall again, but he held steady, remembering what his grandfather had said. Higher and higher it flew, riding the wind's currents. Liam smiled as he watched it catch the breeze, moving with the wind rather than against it. The wind hadn't changed, it was still strong, still challenging, but Liam had changed how he responded to it. For the first time, Liam understood. The very thing that had made flying the kite difficult, the wind, was what made it possible for the kite to fly at all. Without that resistance, without that push from the wind, the kite would never rise. It was the struggle that helped it soar. As Liam watched his kite dance gracefully in the sky, he realized that this wasn't just about the kite. Life, too, was full of winds, challenges, obstacles, things that seemed to pull us down. But maybe, just maybe, those winds weren't there to defeat us. Maybe they were there to lift us higher, to help us grow stronger. And so, as the sun began to set and the sky turned shades of pink and orange, Liam held on to the string, feeling the pull of the wind, not as a force working against him, but as something that could help him reach new heights. He had learned a lesson that day, a lesson about persistence, about not giving up when things get hard, and about how sometimes, the things that seem to push us down are the very things that help us rise. Life is like flying a kite, sometimes the wind pushes against us, but it's that same wind that helps us soar. If this story inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what challenges have helped you rise higher.